Hey everyone, what's up? On this video, I'm gonna be showing my Predator and Alien figure collection. I'm gonna be starting this by showing the two figures that are right next to my bed. These are definitely among my favorite ones, definitely I would say my number one Predator figure, which I'm gonna be showing later in this video, is from my favorite Predator of all time, those that follow me know which one that is. But after that one, after the first one, which is my favorite design, my favorite Predator character, I would definitely put these two, not just from the design, but from the accuracy, the size. This one is 1 Carter scale, they're like 45 centimeters, and they just look great. The detail, like the accuracy to the whole thing, look at in the movie. The only complaint that I have is that I wanted it to have like a removable mask for Jungle Hunter, because they made it so that like there is one version with the mask on and one version with the mask off. So I decided to get one version. One of the Predators with the mask on, and another one with the mask off. And I prefer Jungle Hunter mask than City Hunter mask. That's why I end up getting. I just really like the classic Jungle Hunter design. And the accuracy is just great. Like the amount of detail, because of the size, they can add more detail. I think this one just looks great. I prefer Jungle Hunter a little bit, but I really like the details on City Hunter's forehead. Like it just looks amazing, like amazing. Another thing, I wish the combat stick had an extendable version. Like we have the combat stick here, but it's retracted. I wish they had added like a extended. Maybe I don't know if with the masked version there is like the extended combat stick, but with this one you just get the smart disc, the combat stick. He does have the plasma caster here. Same thing with Jungle Hunter. Jungle Hunter only had wrist plates and the plasma caster in the movie, and that's good enough for him. But two of my favorite Predator designs of all time, and also among my favorite figures of all time, these ones are just incredible. NECA did a great job. I think this is the best representation of both Jungle Hunter and City Hunter in comparing to all figures and done by all the different companies. I think that NECA was the one that did it best. Here we have some Predator versus Predator action. Here is what I wanted to see in the Predators movie, seeing the actual capture Predator, or in this case, this one is the Mark Flying Jungle Hunter figure. I wanted to see a Jungle Hunter defeating Mr. Black, but in the movie they just decided to do the opposite and have the new Predator defeat the old one, which that was one of my letdowns on Predators. I think it would have been better to have the capture defeated, but here we have the hypothetical fight of Jungle Hunter versus Mr. Black, and yes, I do think that the Mr. Black would have been destroyed by Jungle Hunter. Overall, Mr. Black and his other two claymates had trouble killing I think it was a group of 7-8 humans that were not even coordinated. Against Dutch Team, Dutch Team was a much bigger threat than Royce and the others, and Jungle Hunter managed to do that all by himself, while Mr. Black had to needed to help of two other Predators, and they still failed at that. So here I put a shuriken that I think I got it from another figure. Same thing with wrist. I think that the wrist plates into the shuriken from here that I decided to put on him are the ones from the Celtic, which is right there at the old Celtic Mark line. And here we have the Enforcer Predator and the Bad Blood Predator from the Predator Bad Blood comic, which is one of my favorites for sure. Even my all-time favorite Predator comic. And nice details. I think the accuracy was done pretty well. This one is very shiny. The Enforcer, they both come with good amount of weapons. I like the skulls here, all the details, looks pretty good. The Mr. Black, I think that this was one of the first NECA figures. I don't think it's very good. The body proportions mostly okay, but the painting on the body, it's just one of the early NECA figures, which NECA got so much better over time, comparing these ones, and then you have the ultimate version of the other figures that are the ultimate bodies from the Predator 2 clan. But when you're comparing to Mr. Black or Wolf, these ones here, articulation is more limited. They're just the body proportions are mostly okay, but the painting, everything about them just is not as good. This Jungle Hunter from Mark Flying, I think that he's very limited articulation wise. They have done, I think, a version without a mask, which came in with a Alien. It was the spec of Alien and Jungle Hunter together, but it had the same body. It's very limited in the articulation in this figure. You cannot really position himself and change him much. But it's the original Predator design. I think Mark Flying back in the day, they also made a 1/4 scale or maybe 1/6 scale. This one is are almost 20. All these ones here are around 20 centimeters. They did like a 30 centimeters version of Jungle Hunter, which I don't remember if it was unmasked or masked. But like the accuracy is like overall okay, but I think he looks a little bit bulky in his torso comparing to the movie. Accuracy is not like the best one, in my opinion. Like the mask, I mean, while comparing to, let's say, like the ones from NECA, the accuracy is much better, but you can see that's the design of it's the original design, but it's not that accurate, you know. It does look at the mask, the proportion of the mask. I mean, while comparing to like the last Jungle Hunter figures, even from NECA, which were done I think a while ago, they were done much better. But I just didn't feel the need to buy it because I already have like this one. I decided to go with other figures instead, but maybe I do already have like the 1 Carter scale. Yeah, well, comparing to the 1 Carter scale that I have in my bedroom, like there is no comparison. Like the 1 Carter scale is just like much better in every single detail, accuracy, like painting, everything. But okay, these ones are nice. Here I have old figures. Among the first figures that I had, the Alien Warrior from the Aliens movie from McFarlane, old figure. The facehuggers here, and I mean you have I think 2 facehuggers. One with that is in the egg there. It actually comes with this here, which is my first Alien figure, which was the original Alien from the first Alien movie, also from McFarlane. And here we have Celtic from the AVP line from McFarlane, old figures before NECA came in. McFarlane was still undoing. And here also another figure from McFarlane, which is a Marine. I think they only did Hicks. They also did the Alien Queen, which I didn't get. I think I remember that. I think once I was like as a kid in a toy shop, and there was this one. I think this one I was on the few figures. This one that's supposed to be Hicks, I think, that I did not buy online, because usually I buy them online, but this one I think I bought it like in person in a store. And they also had an Alien Queen, but it was too expensive, and since I was a kid my parents were not willing to buy this. So here we have Hicks that is just about to get killed by one of the Alien Warriors, coming with facehuggers, and then Celtic just comes to the rescue. And in the old McFarlane figures, both Celtic and Scar were made, and they were giving Copper's blades for some reason. Copper was the one that had these in the movie, but in the figures they decided to put them on the spreads, and they cannot be removed. And which was something that bothered me. I wanted to be able to remove them, because sometimes, like, I remember when I got this figure, I was a kid, and I kind of wanted to play with them, and these blades kind of got in the way of me playing with the figure, you know? And I mean, I think that this figure overall, like, I really enjoyed it as a kid. It was, I think, one of my first Predator figures. However, again, like comparing to the Celtic that NECA did, NECA was able to do it much better. Like the accuracy, the painting, like the articulation, this one is quite limited. Also, the plasma caster broke. Like it's kind of like put there on his dreadlocks, but like the plasma caster that they did was so sensitive, you know, the support that it connects to his backpack. But I think that I really like the mask. Like Celtic mask is my favorite overall of all Predators. Here we have the original Alien against the Warrior Predator from the Predator 2 Lost Tribe. And here I decide to put them like, they're both like attacking each other. Like the Predator is holding the Alien by the neck, and the Alien is holding his leg by using his tail. So they're like both like in mid combat, and he's trying to use this Mardus to try to use it against the Alien. And like they're like stuck here on each other. And up there I have more figures. But wait, first I have here, this one was a smaller scale figures. I mean, comparing to the ones here, the Alien Queen is shorter than this Alien Warrior, so you guys can see that it's like, don't remember the scale, but the Alien Queen is like less than 30 centimeters, while this Predator is like 15 centimeters, maybe, I don't know, or even less. We have Scar, also same model from McFarlane, also from McFarlane, that he has the copper blades, and he's up against the Alien Queen from the first AVP movie. And I like the diagram in here. You have like a guy that is in the back there that has been facehugged. You have the details from the pyramid, the skulls like everywhere. You have some alien eggs here. I really like this one. Like, it doesn't have much articulation, especially Scar. He's very limited. He can barely move, but it's still cool. Oh, here we have Kratos in 80s. Another one from the smaller size and McFarlane series that they made. Well, this one is Celtic in the moment that he tries to, he just takes Great Alien and just like spin him around to throw him. And this is not removable. He's like stuck here. Like there's like no articulation. Like this is pretty much like a statue. There you can't just move. He's like glued. They are glued together, and he doesn't really have any articulation. I just thought it would be cool to have another Celtic figure He does have the markings, I think, from the claws on his mask, or I mean, it's not much. I mean, from these smaller sized figures, there's like barely many details. Up here we have the fight that we all wanted to see in the first AVP movie, which was to be Grid against Scar. Grid killed Celtic and Copper, his clan brothers, and so we had like one hero Predator and one villain alien, kind of like in that movie. They tried to push, like, separate, like have multiple aliens and Predators, and in each faction has like this alien and Predator that stands out, and we never got to see them really fight. I mean, Scar, I think that when he gets the plasma caster, he almost kills Grid, but he dodges it and hits another alien. And then at the end, we see Scar and Grid like look at each other, like at the end before Scar goes up to into the ice thing, and then like they pretty much like have just like stare down, and it doesn't go anywhere with that. There was supposed to be a deleted scene, from what I remember, in which Grid would escape like up there together with the Queen before the Queen goes up to the floor, to the surface. You know, when they are going to the surface, Grid would be able to get there, and that would be supposed to be like a fight, because I think it's in novelization, the Grid, which is called, I think in novelization, the Alpha Alien, he does have a fight with Scar at the end or something like that. It's been a while since I read the novel, but it was supposed to be to have something like this. I think it would have been great, because you have like one alien and one Predator that both kill the other one species, and they stand out, and you would have like this great fight. And here we have the Scar putting his combat stick on Grid's head, and Grid's trying to hit his head with his claws, and he's grabbing his tail, trying to prevent the tail from being used against him. And I don't really like the AVP Mark line. I think it, like, while comparing to NECA, NECA is just done a bunch better. The head is kind of small. I don't like the torso here. Like, it's just very flashy, not biomechanical at all. The hands are just too big. Like, I think that the proportions on the AVP aliens are overall bad, and then Mark line just made it even worse. Like, in these figures is like, but still, like, this is what I had back in the day to buy. So, but Scar actually looks much better than he did in the movie. The mandibles are actually closing properly. He looks like Jungle Hunter, but younger, you know? He looks like a young Jungle Hunter. Like, the mandibles, the proportions, like, he actually looks great. Like, just really great. Wait, let me see if it's like, oh, can I use this? I want to turn the flashlight so you guys can see his eye. His eye doesn't look like that human eye from the movie. You know, it looks much better. The mandibles look better. Like, he doesn't look anything like in the movie, and that's a good thing. Like, the lack of accuracy to the Predator face, they actually made him look more like the Jungle Hunter design, mandible design, you know, so much better. Articulation on these figures is quite limited. I mean, the alien has to stand with his legs like this. He cannot, like, stand upright. His legs are always in this crouch position, which is why he looks shorter than the Scar. Scar is also cannot really fully extend his legs. I mean, despite these figures being 30 centimeters, they are very limited in the articulation. Just like very limited. You can. This one is on a few Mark flying figures. I think this is like the only one in which the mask comes off, because usually they would sell either like the face and the mask. Like, you only have the mask version or the unmasked version. No, there's actually City Hunters. They also made a City Hunter like that. But from the AVP line, I think this is the only figure which they allow you to either pick if you want to have the Predator unmasked or with the mask. The mask does fit very well. You just have to press it on his face, and you can have Scar both unmasked and masked into this figure. Also, he has the plasma caster here. If you want to put on his backpack, but it just feels like kind of a little bit heavy. I prefer, like, in my idea, this was like the final fight. I mean, he doesn't have the plasma caster anymore, and he's just like trying to do the final melee fight against Grid. We got a big battle involving 3 Predators and 4 aliens. Here we have Broken Tusk by NECA. I'm really glad that they managed to get the Predator from the first AVP comic, just one of the most famous ones. I think that from the comics, Broken Tusk is probably like the most famous Pred, and I'm just so glad that NECA started making alien Predators from comics and from games. Like, it was such a good opportunity, because from the movies, I don't think that the designs from the movies were, especially from the last movies, were that good anyway, so I didn't care about those. And since like they already done the classic designs, I wanted them to make the old designs from like the old comics, from old games. I'm still waiting for my AVP2, the game from 2001 figures. Like, that would be great as well. But here we have Broken Tusk. I really like his design. He has the gold Jungle Hunter mask, very classic look. It's very accurate to how he looked in the comic. But I think that in comic he was a little bit bulky. They made him like a little bit skinnier here, but I don't really have a problem with that. I really like this armor. This is how I wanted the Predators in the first AVP movie to look like, because I thought the armor in that movie was very generic. Here it looks more Predator-like, like the spikes. I mean, if they're gonna make like Predators, they use the heavy armor to protect themselves against the aliens, just so they don't get just not protecting against the claws, the tails, and also the acid. They should make like an armor that looks like this. Like this one, this design with the spikes and just the overall coloring, like it just looks much better. He has also a xenomorph skull, alien skull in his chest. He comes with this big spear, which has two sides with big blades, which is he's putting like on the neck here of this alien. And he does come also with this weapon, which they had in the comic. In the comic, they did not have the plasma caster, the usual plasma caster in the shoulder. They have like something. It was like almost like a plasma shotgun or something. I would have like to take a look at the comic to remember how exactly. But it works similar to the plasma pistol that we see in the games. You know, they just have like a handheld plasma weapon. Here we have the alien from the Genocide Alien comic, in that comic there is like a civil war, or like a hive war between two different alien hives. One is a hive of black aliens, other one is a hive of red aliens. I really don't like red. I think the coloring red doesn't look very good on aliens, so I decided to just buy the black version. And I like that this one, it's like the alien from the second Alien movies, the alien's design, however, with the coloring of the first alien design, which is black. Because I think this is the best color for aliens. I think aliens look better black, but also I'm a fan of the aliens design. So this is, I think, the only figure that we ever had which the aliens design was black, because the other ones, NECA, Markfly, when they did the aliens design, they made it blue, which makes sense because that's how we look at it in the movie. But I really like this coloring. I think that it looks much better on the aliens warrior design to have it black. Here we have the masked version of the Lost Predator from the Predator 2 clan. He comes with this sword, like it has like this, like almost like, I think this is supposed to be like a fire, like how do you call it, like not like laser, but it has like this orange color, which I think is like heated. I always imagine like it's like he turns on his sword like almost like a lightsaber. He just like heated so he can cut his enemies. He's using the whip from my Wolf figure that is, I just thought it would fit him well here, and he's fighting this alien, which is this one is one of the, I think it was the first alien figure from NECA, which is the alien warrior from AVPR. And it actually looks pretty good. The articulation, I think this figure is actually pretty good. The alien design is not the best. I think that it looks better than actually in the movies. In the movie, those aliens did not look very good. But the figure here, I thought it was done very well. Like the articulation, I mean, comparing to the PredAlien and Wolf, this one was the best articulation. Wolf and PredAlien that NECA did back in the day, it was very limited in the articulation. And here the aliens trying to use the tail. You have just two predators locking in combat against aliens that are coming from all sides. This one is about to kill this alien. This one is about to try to prevent the attack from this one. Is about to kill Grid. This one's the old Grid figure from Markfly, and he's using the whip. The whip is like on the alien's neck, so he's just about to get his head cut off. And the same thing that he had with the other Grid figure that I had, the bigger one. Oh, here I actually cut his tail here, because he actually came with the tail. Then I decided to cut it off to make it more accurate. Also, I painted his head more yellow, because I think the original version of this figure, it was kind of green, which was weird because green is Predator blood. So the accuracy of this figure is not that good. I think that they made the head way too small, the hands way too big, like the proportions are even worse. I mean, the aliens in that movie already had like bigger hands, but I think that in this one, in the figures, they kind of made it bad. But still, like, I like it. It was one of my first alien figures. And here we have City Hunter against Runner. This I think this was the very first, let me zoom in here. This is the very first City Hunter figure that I had. And oh, actually he has a removable, you can remove his arm. I forgot about it. I decided to put it on. But actually, let's see if I can remove this, because I think he looks better without the arm. I mean, there we go. He does have a removable arm. Back then they made two versions of City Hunter. One version with unmasked. It was only unmasked, and he came with the extendable combat stick, and he has these mandibles open. They made a version with a removable mask. You can put the mask on him, but here, like, I decided to put him like without the mask, because he's just about to die here. He lost his arm, he lost his mask. The Rwandan alien is on top of him. He's just about to die, you know. And this was my first Predator figure, I think, the City Hunter. And it looks overall like okay, but the accuracy is not the best. I mean, T1 from neck, I mean, T1 from there, much better for sure than this one. The accuracy is just like in a completely different league, but it was fun. Like as a kid, having my first Predator figure, like I thought this one was pretty good. I put in like one of the wrist plates from Celtic on him here because his default the wrist plates that he comes up with are kind of bad. You know, they're just not very good at all. They're very short, so he can barely use it. He came, I think, with this Mardisk is on his like in his leg there. He comes with the Mardisk, the plasma caster, wrist plates, and I think that's it. He doesn't come with a lot of weapons, which was disappointing because he had a lot in the movie. I wanted to have the combat stick, but I ended up like only getting this version because I wanted to be able to use both, like the Predator figure with the mask and the mask off. Like I wanted to be able to pick that. This runner here, it was supposed to be brown when it came out, but I painted it black because I prefer this coloring for aliens. I'm not a fan of the brown aliens. So I got the runner from iFly. You guys can see that there's like this on his back that I had to glue him together because he broke in half. Because this is a really old figure, so he kind of broke in half. It's like a lot of these figures are almost like falling apart. And I painted him black. There are some figures in which I kind of painted because I didn't like the way that they looked. It was like through a phase in my teenager years where I was like, I want to do something with my figures. So I painted the runner black because I just prefer this coloring. I think that it looks overall better. Here on this side, we have where most of my figures are. Like here, there's this big battle scene in which I try to just use like human, aliens, and predators all together in this big fight. Even got an alien queen there. Okay, so let's start through here. We have two Weyland-Yutani commandos here getting slaughtered by two aliens. The NECA commandos were pretty good. I like them more than the Marines. I have one Marine here, I think this is 1/6, but I didn't got a chance to buy a lot of them. I really wanted to have gotten one with a smart gun. I don't even remember if they made Drake or Vasquez, like it's been a while. But I wanted to have like, if I could get another human figure, would probably be one with a smart gun. That would be cool. We have here like two alien figures which are based on the alien from the first movie. So they're like the same. It's the same design, but the one on the left is like the first alien from the original movie that NECA made, and this one is like the version with better articulation, because this one is almost like a statue. The one on the left is a statue. The one on the right has better articulation, but he's kind of loose, so he can't really put himself in good positions. The commanders come with black pulse rifles, look cool. Here we have the first version of the Lost Predator that came without the mask, getting attacked by the Spitter from Aliens Golden Marines. They actually made a couple figures from that game. It wasn't from NECA, I don't remember the company that made them, but I always liked the Spitter design. I think from that game, I really liked, I mean, from some of the new additions, I would say the Boilers, Crushers, didn't like those. The, like what was it called? The alien from the original movie was the one that who tried to ambush you. They had the Warriors, they had the Spitters, the one for the multiplayer. You could play as the Spitters, which I think look cool. Just an asset that is like focused on shooting plasma, and it has the acid, you can see like the acids in like his sides of his head. I thought it looked like a cool idea. But the designs, surprisingly, I like the designs from Alien Golden Marines. The Warrior, the one like the original one, I keep forgetting the name. But there is like the one based on the first alien, which would just try to attack the Predator from behind. And then there is the Spitter. Spitter just doesn't have very good articulation to stand. So I just decided to put him on top of this Predator. Here's like the aliens are pretty much like winning. And here like Predators are going to start like having a better chance against them. Here I have, this one is from a comic, NECA Alien Defiance, I think. It looks like a Praetorian. I always imagine this one has a Praetorian because he's taller than the other figures and has a head like an Alien Queen. So I always like, in my head canon, this is like a Praetorian that just defeated. This one is Scar from the old Mark IV figure, which I painted. This one broke so many parts. It broke the foot, it broke the hands, it broke the plasma caster. That's why the plasma caster, I turned it into a plasma pistol for him, because it broke like so many parts, and then I ended up like deciding to color it differently. I always wanted to have a Predator with black armor, white skin, and red tones to it, so like I just decided to paint it over. I think it was like during my teenager years. I almost like threw this figure away because it broke so much, but then I was like, I'm gonna try to customize and make it my own. Like I just decided to do something like that to make up for all the parts that it broke. But here we have Scar. The wrist computer is also broke off, so can't even close that. But here we have Scar from PredAlien, which is like custom made in the Predator. I painted the armor black and made him have skin red and white skin. In the back we have the NECA Wolf figure, the battle damage version. They made so many Wolf figures. They made like 7 versions: unmasked with closed mouth, unmasked with open mouth, masked version, cloaked version, half cloaked. Then I think they made like 2 battle damage versions. This one is one of them. The unmasked, open mouth, battle damage version. And they all have the same body, which is not very good for articulation. He's very limited articulation-wise. He's fighting the PredAlien. Also done by NECA back then. I painted him black because I don't like the idea of an alien like having color of a predator. Because I mean, the aliens don't really take the skin tone of humans, so I don't like the idea of that, of the PredAlien taking the skin tone of the predator being like yellow. Don't like it, just painted it black. My problem with the PredAlien figure is not only that it's very bad articulation wise. This was the only PredAlien figure I think that we ever got. I mean, we only had this PredAlien. I mean, they did not make the PredAlien from the game, so the one from this movie was pretty much like all we got. I think it's too small. Is like, I think around the same height as Wolf, while it should be bigger. And it's funny because the other Alien Warrior figure here, it's actually bigger than both. Like I actually like this one because of the size, because it's bigger than Wolf and PredAlien. So they made the Alien Warrior like bigger than the PredAlien and Wolf for some reason, while the PredAlien just feels kind of small, you know? It does look pretty accurate to the movie. You have the dreadlocks on the side. It's not the best PredAlien design. I prefer the PredAlien design from the AVP 2010 game, but I don't think it was like the worst version of the PredAlien that we saw. Oh yeah, here fighting the alien, Defiance PredAlien, is the Temple Guard from AVP. I'm not the biggest fan of the AVP design, but I think the Temple Guard looks pretty cool because he has less armor, so he looks more like the OG Predators. I really like this mask. I like the arm blades layer that he has like similar to Copper. And here he's trying to avenge Scar here that just died. Oh yeah, here we have the Hicks Marine, which is teaming up with Wolf. Here like I have this idea of like a Predator and a human having to work together. This would be like the human Predator team up that I would actually like to see it more often. And they're like trying to fight against the aliens. I mean, Wolf is fighting against the PredAlien. Hicks here is just about to just kill this alien. This is a battle damage alien from the Aliens movie, which is like has like the head all blow up. Like you can see like the top of the head and the tongue. I really like this one. Like I like the detail here that he just managed to shot the alien with the shotgun, and the alien just blow his head there. Here we have my favorite Predator figure of all time. I mean, even from Alien, I would say this is one of my favorite of all time. It's Scarface, my favorite Predator. I really like what they did here. It also comes with the unmasked head if you want to use it instead. And here he's just slaughtering aliens. He just killed one alien, which I mean they broke. I took advantage of the fact that the tail broke to make it seem like he cut off his leg. He comes with the spear gun, the maul, has plasma caster. I don't even, maybe does he come with the shuriken? Smart, I don't remember. And here is like this scorpion alien, which I think it looked like a cool design. I wanted to have a new alien, and like I already have like 3 aliens from the first movie. I wanted to have like a different design. This one I think surprisingly looks cool, despite being based on those weird Kenner alien figures. And here he's just about to cut off the head of the scorpion alien, having already defeated another alien. This one is to PredAlien Alien Warrior from the AVP movie. Same thing with Grid, like I think the proportions are kind of off. It's not very accurate, the details. I mean, comparing to this one, like the NECA ones are much better. Scarface, like I said, my favorite figure. I think that they did a great job with the accuracy. He looks very similar to how he was in the game. He has the like a buffer body, ultimate body. Like I think for articulation, the body is just like one of the best Predator figures for sure. It's my favorite one. And here we have a big battle with the Alien Queen. Alien Drone. This I think it was one of the last versions of the first Alien from the first Alien movie that they made, which is like the best. I mean, it's better than these 2 ones here. This one, the articulation, the accuracy looks much better. And here we have the Alien Queen from NECA. It's the one from Alien Resurrection, which I usually don't like much, the brown tone for aliens. But for the Alien Queen, I kind of prefer this one than the one from the Blue Tone from Aliens, because at the time, I think I could have bought either this one or the one from Aliens, and I prefer to get this one. I think it was not just a little bit cheaper, but also I just prefer like the brown tone for the Alien Queen than the blue tone, you know? And here, there are 3 Predators against him. This is a cushion-made wolf figure, in which I painted him like differently a little bit. He's using a spear with the tail that I cut off from the grid figure. He has the shuriken. This one is also the one that came with whip. I painted his skin a little bit different. Then you have the ones from the Lost Tribe. Stalker that comes with smart disc and the combat stick, and the Scout that comes with this big sniper rifle weapon. They are teaming up the 3 Predators against the Alien Queen and Alien Drone. Pretty cool, right? I still have got more figures that I might add, because I have some space here. Like, it's not as tight in the space here as I thought it was gonna be. So I have not bought figures in years, but I plan on trying to add more to this collection soon. Oh, just a little extra. Jason Voorhees figures and Michael Myers, and also I have a Leatherface. I think the Leatherface only have one other Jason here. Here are like my Alien. Also, I have a little Kratos here. I have the dog from Harry Potter. Here are my Alien and Predator novels. Here are like Gears of War from other games. And here there's more novels in the back, but here we have Leatherface. Wait, let me put in like this. Old figure from McFarlane. Here we have the original Michael Myers from McFarlane. This one here is the NECA Halloween 2 version with the blood after he loses his eyes. Here to remake Michael Myers from, this one is to remake from the Halloween 2 Rob Zombie movie, and this one is from the 2018 movie. I wanted to get the one from Halloween Kills, because I think it looks pretty good, but I did not have the chance. And it looks pretty much like similar to this one, like looks almost the same. Here we have Jason Part 2 from, from NECA. Articulation is quite limited, but it's like okay. He comes with his mom's head here. Here we have like the Michael Myers come all with pumpkins. Like I think this is the one from Halloween 2, this one from Halloween 1. This one maybe I think both of these ones. He has the gray from his sister. He comes with a human head and another one here. I think I can place it like this from this Michael Myers. Here we have Part 4. This is my favorite Jasons, like Part 2. I like Part 4, and I like the remake one. The remake one from NECA, I had to buy this one. I already had this one from Masco. Back when the movie came out, they only remade this version, but the proportions are kind of off. Like I didn't really like this much. And then I had to get this one because the proportions, this one looks much better. Because I think when they made the movie, they only made this version in 1/4 scale. It was too expensive at the time for me to get it, so I ended up like buying this smaller version. But then after some years, they made also like in the same scale. This one's my favorite. I mean, from the Jason ones, the remake one I think looks the best. But I also like the Part 4 design a lot. And here we have the Part 7 McFarlane Jason figure, which I think that the NECA one, same thing. While comparing Alien and Predator figures, the NECA accuracy to the figures that like the characters that they are basing their figures on is much better. But still, I mean, back then this is what we had. I think that I might get maybe in the future, I don't know. Like I definitely would think that the Part 7 that they made from NECA is better. I think they also made Part 6, 7. I don't remember if they made Part 8. But from the zombie alien designs, zombie Jason designs, I think that the Part 7 was the best one. And then, I think that there's the Fred versus Jason, which I think that was okay. I didn't like Part 8 and Part 9 much. But, well, these are some of the other figures that I have as well.